I've always been thinking of visa. Are there some countries that one has never heard of? Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Bukumi BK Crown. So guys, we're going to be checking out this video together titled 3 hidden countries you have never heard of. Wow, can't wait to learn and watch these hidden countries that I have never, or you have never heard of. So let's watch, guys.
What's up guys, Drubinski here. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about 3 countries that you've probably never heard of before, and that's because the world has 197 countries and all of them are beautiful in one way or another. So with that being said, we're going to start in the South Pacific Islands with the country of Tuvalu.
Tuvalu?
1,
wow.
2, 3.
Welcome to Tuvalu!
Are you serious? I've never heard of that though. Tuvalu. Wow. Oh, it looks so small.
Another day, another country in the Pacific Islands that I'm lucky to visit. This one though might be the most unknown of them all. Tuvalu! I surveyed 29,000 people on Instagram and 71% said they had never heard of Tuvalu.
Exactly.
That's pretty absurd considering that they're a real sovereign country with voting power in the UN. Tuvalu. Tuvalu. The name itself makes me curious.
So Tuvalu.
Tuvalu. But an American would say Tuvalu.
It's like Tuvalu. Like, you know, one time I was like, dude, that sounds like Tuvalu. Tuvalu.
It's the world's 4th smallest country with less than 10,000 people.
Wow.
Just pretty much chill.
Only the Vatican, Monaco, and Nauru are smaller. This is the only prison here in Tuvalu. The front gate is not even closed. During the daytime, there isn't much happening. I'm walking down the main road here and there is nobody around. And it's always really hot.
Oh my goodness.
But around 5 p.m. every evening, as the sun starts to set, you will not believe what happens. The airport runway turns into a massive playground and the entire country is invited.
Wow.
Soccer, volleyball, basketball, rugby, running, and even their own invented sport.
This sport is called piano. It's a Tuvalu sport and it's only played here.
Do you play here every day?
Yeah, every day. Yeah.
Every night?
Hey.
What happens if there's a plane takes an emergency landing? What happens?
Usually they'll have a siren for it.
And is there a reason why they play here?
I think it's because it's the only big, large space that we have on the island.
So here's the island and here's the runway. It takes up the entire length. I'm standing right now exactly where our plane arrived just a few hours ago. If you remember, I showed all the people waiting in this little building, and now all the kids are playing soccer here. It's about 5 p.m. While this is one of the happiest environments I've ever seen, it's very sad that their playground is drowning. I just happened to visit Tuvalu during the highest king tide ever recorded, and I witnessed sea levels approaching the tarmac. It just keeps on creeping closer. Soccer games turned into water sports and splashing contests. People were walking through ankle-high water just to cross the airport. It was one of the most vivid and eye-opening scenes I've ever seen. The kids have no idea that they're playing in the ocean that will force all of them out of their beloved country in a matter of decades. If water levels keep rising, then the only airport will be forced to close down. And when that day does happen, nobody can leave the island unless they're on a boat. I'll end this video on a positive note by saying that Tuvalu is a lovely place with very kind-hearted people. I pleasantly enjoyed exploring all around the island today, and everyone smiles and says hi to me on the street. So I'm trying to find the supermarket and these kids are taking me. This airport playground is just magical and something you can't find anywhere else in the world. Honestly speaking guys, Tuvalu is incredible and I always have dreams about that airport playground. It was just such a cool place and I hope to go back there someday soon. The next country I want to tell you about today.
My goodness, guys, the fact that they are happy people and they show love to each other, and they are living their life as if there's no problem in this world. See how they're so joyous, and oh my god, Tuvalu, wow. And what really surprised me is the fact that they have a playground in the airport, the only airport in Tuvalu. There are not more than 10,000 people. Just imagine a country that is not more than 10,000 people. Basically almost all of them will know each other. I'm just joking, but that kind of country is good because lesser people, lesser problem. Don't you think? When people are too much, that's when there will be issues will be rising, and all sort of, you know, things that it doesn't make sense to be happening in the country. Just imagine how they are, you know, playing freely, moving freely, and nobody has ever spoken about this country. Like, I don't know, why did they actually put them? Like, wow, I'm really mind blown. Let's watch the second hidden country, guy. I'm enjoying this, guys.
Today is a country off the southeastern coast of Africa, and it's called Comoros.
Bienvenue à Comoros.
And welcome to Comoros!
It sounded like Comoros.
It's the 170th smallest country in the world, located somewhere between Madagascar, Mozambique, and Tanzania. It's so small that there are no ATMs to get cash. I had to wait in line at the bank to exchange dollars for francs. Got it?
Wow.
I'm assuming that 95% of you watching this have never heard of Comoros or know nothing about it. So I'm gonna tell you as much as I can over the next 3 minutes.
This is the flag of Comoros, divided by 5 colors. The
flag is
green ones, it
beautiful.
shows the color of Islam, which is our religion. The yellow ones, it's for the island of Moheli. The white one is for the island of Mayotte. Red one is for the island of Andra. And the blue one is for my island, which is Ngazija.
My local friends Hamza
Hi.
and Armel,
Hello.
who reached out on Facebook,
Here.
picked me up at the airport,
Welcome to Comoros.
and they've been showing me all around their land.
Comoros, it's an Arabic name, which means Al-Qamar, the moon. But French call it Comor, and English we call it Comoros.
They are so cool, and I love hanging out with them. Here's what I've discovered about their country. About 820,000 people of mixed ethnicities call Comoros their home, and by looking at their faces, I saw a combination of East African, Arabic, and French features. My name is Drew. Drew.
Nice name.
Most Comorians speak at least 3 languages fluently: French, Shikamor, and Arabic. French is widely spoken because, much like its neighbors, was colonized by France for a long time. But the culture here feels more Swahili than anything else, like Kenya or Tanzania.
Hakuna Matata.
And there are touches of French and Arabic influences that make it very unique. I have a follower here. She's following me around the village. Speaking of unique, I've never seen women wearing this sort of beautiful face paint in my life.
This is what we call kofia. Yeah, it's a traditional cap.
Handsome.
I'm going to order you a local food that's called pilau. It's a mix of rice and many spices with chicken and some legumes.
How we find it? This is as good as it gets in Comoros.
Yep.
Islam is the main religion, with roughly 99% of locals practicing, which sort of takes me back to the Maldives 3 months ago. But while the beaches here aren't quite on Maldivian level, they are pretty stunning and make a perfect place for relaxation. Beaches aside, the nature everywhere is incredible. You will find tons of coconut trees, rolling mountains, volcanoes, and even a salt lake.
Welcome to the Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
It's like 4 different shades of blue. The biggest active volcano in the world is here, called Mount Kartala. The lifestyle all around Comoros is slow-paced and laid back, so don't expect anyone to be in a hurry. Quite the contrast from where I just was in Madagascar. It's also shockingly cheap here.
Like $5.
$5 for that massive fish?
Here we go. We are in the capital city, which called Moroni.
Moroni is surprisingly charming and
capital
enjoyable, with colonial buildings, big mosques. Going inside one of the mosques, it's awesome. Vibrant markets. Okay, we are now at the local markets in Moroni. Wow! And pleasant streets. Comoros is a special place because I haven't seen any other tourists here. I feel like I have the entire country to myself.
Yeah.
The reason for such few visitors is because getting to the Comoros Islands is not easy. There's only a handful of flights each day coming to Moroni, and they are quite expensive. But if you ever find yourself in the region, it's worth stopping by for a brand new experience. Whenever people ask me what's the best beach in Africa, I always tell them in Comoros. It's such a little hidden gem of a country, and if you guys want to see something different, I highly recommend to check it out. For the last country I'm
Wow, Comoros. One thing that even drew my attention was when he said their women like to paint their face. Like, oh my God, their culture there is crazy. I love to learn cultures about some countries like this, some things that you find strange or you will not really expect it, and you'll be like, wow, this is nice. And look at that small girl, you know, following the guy, because you know, I don't think they actually make use of internet like that, because the small girl was just following the guy and, you know, peeping through the camera. He also said they have nice beach over there, and he connected to those, you know, people through Facebook. Wow, this is really, really huge. Like, and lastly, he said things are very, very cheap over there. What do you expect? And I love countries where things are actually cheap. Like, I'll have the opportunity to eat. You know, it's good to try dishes, you know, foreign dishes. You will not think twice before you buy it. But if things are expensive, you will be thinking, oh, before I spend my money finish, oh, let me cut down this, let me cut. No, sometimes the first thing that should be in your mind when you go to a foreign country is their food. Try their food and try to know their culture. How do they live their life there? Very, very, very important. So let's watch the last country, guys.
I'm going to tell you about today. We go up north in Africa to the Horn of Africa, Djibouti. Djibouti, the country people only recognize by name because it's synonymous with butt. Djibouti.
Your booty, Djibouti. Where you come from? From your booty.
It's a tiny country, no bigger than New Jersey, that sits on the Horn of Africa along one of the world's most important waterways, the Red Sea. Djibouti! Can you tell I like saying the name? But what is this country all about? What is happening in this mysterious land? I'm just as curious as you are to find out. So I booked a few nights here to discover my 132nd country, Djibouti. This video is about my honest interpretations, realizations, and experiences in Djibouti. First impressions? French, Arabic, and more French. The capital, Djibouti City, has retained all of its French influence after being colonized by France in the 19th century. Everything feels like France. Like these baguettes, cheese, wine, the street names. Look, it's Marcel Street. The locals mostly speak French, but also Arabic and English, kind of like Morocco.
Djibouti is good country.
I quickly learned that Djibouti is not a touristy place at all, but for some strange reason, it has the most intense security I've ever seen. In the airport, on the street, in the mall, you are always being watched. You cannot walk one block in Djibouti without an intimidating armed policeman staring at you from head to toe. In fact, the security is so tight and uncomfortable, so I'm filming part of this video on my phone because I've already been stopped twice by the police for using my camera. What's even crazier for a non-touristic country is the very steep prices. Djibouti is the most expensive country I've visited in Africa, and the top 5 most expensive in the world.
It's the most expensive country in Africa.
My visa cost $90 to get in. The cheapest private room I could find online yesterday was $105 a night in Djibouti. This is what you get. Look how dirty the bathroom floor is. Ugh. Sitting down at a little French restaurant for lunch, just ordered some poisson, and nothing on this menu is cheaper than $17. In the supermarket, a chocolate bar is $12. A 15-minute taxi ride from the airport to my hotel was $35. In just 40 hours in Djibouti, I spent a whopping $424, and I wasn't balling out on anything. Why is this country so heavily securitized and expensive? I pondered this question for a while until I finally realized that Djibouti is a hub for foreign military bases, as the US, France, Italy, Japan, and recently China all have massive facilities here. Their presence, combined with the rapid urbanization of this country, have caused prices to skyrocket, despite a quarter of Djibouti's 1 million residents living in extreme poverty. If you ask me, that is a problem. It has been a strange and unexpected experience in Djibouti, which I now call the most interesting country in Africa. Alright guys, that wraps up the 3 countries that you've probably never heard of before, and I hope you can prove me wrong. So if you have heard of these countries, comment below, let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to keep doing these trip recaps because obviously I can't go anywhere. I have to stay in my backyard, dress up like a golfer, and pretend like I'm playing golf. So whatever, do what you can do. Alright guys, take care, love you all, have a great day, and I'll see you later.
Oh my goodness, Djibouti. Oh God, Djibouti. I don't know. It sounds like booty. Djibouti. Don't mind me, guys. Oh my goodness. For the fact that I said that country is seriously, you know, the security, like inside the security, there is very, very tight. Like you are being watched every place you go to. You are being watched by the policemen. Policemen are surrounded almost every corner, every area of the country. And he said the reason why it's so is because most of the military, their facilities are in that country, most of the military from other countries, you know, they keep their facilities there. That's why they have tight security there. It's hard for you to, you know, make videos or cause nuisance in that country. He said even for him to, you know, actually shoot a video, he was stopped by policemen 2 times, and they warned him not to do any video in that country, but he just had to, you know, with scope. He tried to limit it, and you know, he went to some area where the policemen did not really watch him, and was able to make a short video of it. And he said things are really expensive in that country. People are suffering, but things are expensive. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, people are suffering and you keep increasing things. Why should it be so? Like I said, he spent a whole lot of money just to stay there for few hours. He spent $424, just few stuff. Even hotel bills high, no flight ticket is high, everything is high. So he said one thing he learned about the country is the fact that the security is tight, they watch over you, and things are really expensive. Wow, it's really nice to learn about this 3 beautiful country. Yeah, Comoros, Djibouti, and oh my god, why am I forgetting the first name? Well, I just really enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more. Like, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.